Hey, welcome back. It is always good to see you today. It is Easter Sunday, so I imagine most people are busy with family or out doing something, but we are not, or I am not at least. And if you are watching live, then you probably aren't either. But um, yeah, not much going on in my world. I meant to stream yesterday, but I ended up not really having time to. So we're just going to get to this really quick today. And it is Amberlynn's What I Ate Today video from, well, she uploaded it yesterday. And it is titled What I Really Ate to Get to This Size, and then What I Ate Today, episode 4. Well, I mean, you would have eaten a lot of food to get to this size. And I mean, I don't imagine people get to nearly 600 pounds without some sort of eating disorder or trauma or using food as some kind of a coping mechanism. So, hey Mars, good to see you. I hope you had a good Easter. If you did anything, if not, I hope you enjoyed your day. And thank you. My left ear is a little floppy, but I have a bunch of like headbands for different holidays that I would wear to work when I went into the office. Now I just wear them when I stream. So, my little bunny ears. Oh, I need to get my YouTube assets back onto this computer. Not back onto. But yeah, this will probably be a pretty short stream. Her video is just 10 minutes long, and it'll probably just be me, maybe a couple of you guys, which is fine because I slept in today because I was getting a headache. And I have a lot of things that I want to get done today, like always, that never seem to get done. So, but we're going to go ahead and get into it here. What do we have today? Let me pull up. We're supposed to get some storms today. There were some tornadoes down in Texas and Oklahoma last night. Um, I was watching Ryan Hall while I was working, so hopefully everybody's okay. You haven't done anything, just doing DIY. Ooh, what are you DIYing? Anything exciting? I'll be, I need to bag and board some comic books. I need to clean my office too. My office is a disaster. So that's today's goal, is get comic books bagged and boarded, put it into the database if I can, which I don't think I will. I think there's going to be too many. So I'll have to schedule time during the week because I want to get my kitchen table cleaned off because that's where they all are. So, but we have, and look at the kitty cat, the little tuxedo cat. I mentioned on Discord one of my coworkers that I absolutely adore, love him to pieces. We had a meeting on Friday and we were talking, and we spent the first like 20 minutes just catching up because we don't see each other very often because he lives in Virginia. And he's like, "Hey, you want a cat?" It's like we took in a couple of stray cats and one of them had kittens. So of course he turns his camera on and then turns it around and moves a blanket where the mama cat's nursing. And there's like 5 or 6 little baby kittens and they're so freaking cute. I'm like, Joe, I'm like, I might have to drive out to Virginia to get one of those kittens. So freaking cute. Um, I would love to have a cat again. But we're gonna get into Amberlynn's video. Enough blathering for me, giving people a little bit of time to hop in here if they want. If they sometimes notifications don't come through until you've been live for like 2 minutes already. So, right, what I really ate to get to this size and what I ate today. I do have my chronometer open so I can we can try to keep track a smidgy smidge. Everybody in Discord telling me to get a kitten. They're like, get it, get it. I want to get some things done around my house first though, but yeah. I do want another kitten.
I ate today video. So before we get started, I have a few things I would like to say.
All right. How is the volume? Let me check the volume here. And let's see.
One, every single thing that
Okay. All right. Volume should be good for you guys. Oh, if you do happen to be new here, I do speed Amberlynn up to 1.25 speed because she does speak a little too slowly for me. So that being said,
Hey guys, welcome to another What I Ate Today video. So before we get started, I have a few things I would like to say. One, every single thing that I
oh, all right, we're gonna get a little intro info here.
eat is A, better, and B, less than what I ate to get to my heaviest at 572.4.
Well, yeah, um, we would hope. Let's hear that again. Everything that I've eaten today, but hey, Grammarlin.
I have a few things I would like to say. One, every single thing that I eat is A, better, and B, less than what I ate to get to my heaviest at 572.4.
what what what's the purpose of saying this? I mean, yeah, you don't get to 572.4 pounds by eating grilled chicken and salads. I mean, she got to that size because she ate a lot of fucking unhealthy takeout, and a lot of it. You can overeat on healthy foods, but it's a lot more difficult because there's more volume to it. Hey, it's Chris. Happy Easter.
Two, I am taking things that I learned when I did outpatient, and I'm also taking things that I'm learning from Noom, where I'm counting my calories. I'm taking everything and trying to put it all together and do what works best for me. So far,
I still think she needs to get a dietitian. I know she was doing that outpatient for a little bit and she had a dietitian in there just for a little bit. I really think she needs to get a dietitian now to really take this seriously, to get her body back on track, to learn more about what she's eating. Because even though, 7 or 8 years ago, just didn't understand nutrition like she does, and apparently she still thinks that. But if she really understood nutrition like she thinks she does, I don't think she would still be 525 pounds unless she just doesn't give a fuck and hasn't given a fuck for the last 7, 8 years.
I'm actually doing pretty good. I'm not perfect. My meals are weird and random. Like my first meal isn't even a breakfast. Third thing is, I'm counting every single
It doesn't have to be a breakfast. Your first meal can be whatever the fuck you want it to be. But um, yeah, I totally forgot what she just said.
and trying to put it all together and do what works best for me. So far, I'm actually doing pretty good. I'm not perfect. My meals are weird and random. Like my first meal isn't
Yeah, nobody's going to be perfect, but as long as you're steady and consistent, then you'll reach your goals.
even a breakfast. Third thing is, I'm counting every single calorie that I'm eating in the Noom app. I will not be talking about calories though, because it is triggering for me.
But I will. Um, okay, so okay, so now counting calories is triggering for her. I didn't think it was before, but I guess it is now. But she is, oh, she's not talking about it. She is tracking it, but she's not talking about it because it's triggering. Okay. Um,
Not in the sense of like, oh, talking about calories is triggering, but it's triggering when I sit there and I count on my calories and then people tell me I'm wrong even though I'm right. I learned how to read a nutrition label and everything about it at the age of 10. Not
really, really,
many 10-year-olds can do that. 10-year-olds should not be dieting, but regardless, my goal
because when she was 10 years old, this would have been back during kind of the really toxic diet culture where like, oh, fat's bad, fat makes you fat, and it doesn't. Um, so I think she still might have a lot of that internalized. Because let's remember that um whenever she poured whatever the fuck it was, whenever she ruined that meal that she didn't want to finish, or that she was worried she was going to eat it later or something or binge on it later, when she poured like sugar or something, whatever the fuck it was on it, she allegedly learned that from a dietitian when she was a teenager. So I think she needs to just forget everything she learned previously because a lot of that information was not good information and was probably learned during a time when diet culture was very toxic. And I think science is always learning and changing and learning new things about how our body works, how we process things. So I think she needs to forget all of that because she learned a lot of really not good eating behaviors, allegedly from professionals. I think she needs to get a dietitian and relearn these things and start from there.
Is to allow myself to eat in moderation. I'm allowed to eat what I want. I just have to stay in my calorie goal.
She is the queen of moderation after all.
So I actually just ordered my first meal. Yes, my first meal will be from takeout. So let's get into it. All right, guys. So my first meal, I got Arby's.
You could have at least got good takeout. Uh,
So this is the only thing that I literally ever get from there. I get the crinkle fries.
Man, you could have at least gotten the curly fries. The curly fries are pretty damn good. I will say I do like some curly fries. Okay, we got some Arby's. That looks like a large. All right, Arby's fries, just regular Arby's crinkle fries. And that looks like a large. At least the box looks like a large. So we're gonna put this under breakfast because this is her first meal. So according to my chronometer, a large Arby's crinkle fries is 612 calories. Um, that's what's been put into chronometer. I'm sure Arby's has. Let's see, Arby's nutritional info. Hmm, there we go. Arby's nutrition. So we do have crinkle fries, a large, 530 their according to their website. So what's here in chronometer doesn't seem to be 100% accurate. So we're going to go with the 530. Let me see if I can get this altered to to be um to be 530. Let me see. I can change like it to like point 0.8 of it. Let's do 0.9. Okay, 520, close enough. Yeah, so of course the portion size is going to be a little bit different from place to place, but hey, Lizzie R. Mar says I can't eat non-breakfast kinds of food for breakfast unless it's leftovers from the day before, but that's pretty rare. Usually it's Christmas food. Why do Americans eat cake and pizza for breakfast? Hey, breakfast pizza is pretty damn good. QT has a lovely. Oh, we have a. I just got a notification. Missouri tornado threat. Live storm chasing. Great. So we might have tornadoes down in southwest Missouri. And cake. Hey, snack cakes are delicious, Lizzie R. I've been having oatmeal for. I didn't have breakfast today. I got it very late. I haven't eaten yet today. I've just had coffee so far. I meant to grab a banana, but I'll have lunch as soon as I finish this.
Literally my favorite fry. And then I get the French dip sandwich.
All right, French dip. I like their fries and the horsey sauce. Horsey sauce is pretty damn tasty. Where the hell is the French dip? Why is the French dip not appearing in their nutritional menu? Hey, Lizzie, we got the name twins. You're starting the mac and cheese. Ooh, yummy. My hair looks good. Well, thanks. It just, it's just freshly washed. Why am I not seeing the French dip? Oh, there it is, classic French dip. It's 530 calories. Okay, I don't know if, I don't know if this will be accurate in my chronometer. Arby's French dip. Yes, it is correct. All right. I know. I'm probably going to heat up one of my leftover mac and cheeses for lunch. I made my chicken sausage and lentil soup in the crock pot yesterday, and while it was cooking, for dinner I had some ground turkey I needed to use, so I made like a Greek ground turkey and lentil thing. I had to go to the store to get some stuff, and I meant to get spinach for it as well. I got the feta cheese, but I forgot my fucking spinach. So I don't think the stores are going to be open, but I may see if Aldi is open and run up and get a bag of spinach and just throw it in when I'm heating up because I want spinach for my eggs too. Anyway, we're having we're having crinkle fries in a French dip. Well, that sounds like a lovely Easter dinner, Lizzie. So we are looking at what I have here so far. We have about 530. It evens out. We have about um 1,000 calories for these fries and the French dip. I got takeout twice last week on the way home from appointments. I think I mentioned this on Friday when I streamed. I ran through Panda Express and got a couple of their or the plate with two of their lowest calorie options and then um the super greens. And it was about 450 to 500 on the calories for that, which isn't bad at all. So I tried to make healthier choices for that.
which is just bread, roast beef, and I think provolone cheese. Dropped a piece. So with the
It's usually Swiss,
French dip, you obviously get the dipping sauce. I
the
don't know how to
ajus.
pronounce it, but
This is what it looks like.
and then you just dip it. It's honestly so freaking good. So I think what would be fun is
My stomach is growling. I hope you guys can't hear that because, again, I haven't eaten yet today. So I hope you don't hear my tum tum growling. Ooh, cookies, macaron, cheesecake. Oh, damn it, you all. Talking about food when I haven't eaten yet today. And here I'm watching Amberlynn eat fucking food. I'll heat up my mac and cheese and have some cottage cheese with it too.
showing examples of what I'm choosing to eat now versus what I would have ate in the past. In the past, I would have easily gone
What you would have eaten. Whenever you use the word have, you need to use eaten after it. It is the pluperfect form. All right. That's your today's grammar lesson, Amberlynn. I've mentioned this before. So this being what she would have this what would she have eaten before? Is she going to tell us?
gotten two of the sandwiches and two of the fries.
Two sandwiches and two fries. So instead of getting two of them, she's only getting one. All right. Let's look at Arby's nutritional menu here and see what she could put. Like, hey, if she wants to have the French dip, have the French dip. But if she just really kind of wants um the roast beef, I mean, maybe she really likes the juice and stuff. Plus, look at the sodium in that shit. 2,540 milligrams of sodium. They're all going to be high in carbs because of the bread and whatever. The protein though is pretty decent on these. Um, so she could like if she wanted to get a chicken sandwich instead. I'm pretty sure they have chicken. Yeah, those are going to be a little better on calories. but not much because of like this one has bacon and Swiss. Even their chicken tenders. The classic beef and cheddar, which sometimes I'll get, but I haven't been to Arby's in probably 3 years. But the classic beef and cheddar is 450 calories, right? So that's a good 80 calories less. Half the sodium. A little less fat, not much, but a little bit. Less on the saturated fat. They both have trans fat, which isn't good. Um, a little bit less protein. And then, so that would be 450. And then she could have got a small fry. I guess they only have medium and large. But the medium has 140 less calories. So 390 plus 457, 840 instead of uh, instead of 1,055. I mean, it's you've never had Arby's. You're not missing. You're not missing a lot. And Aaron, I'm craving Arby's. Hey, they used to have a turkey and cheddar, I thought, a long time ago, and I actually liked their turkey and cheddar. Um, but their beef and cheddars aren't bad. I actually a lot of people prefer Lion's Choice for roast beef, but for me, Lion's Choice, the roast beef oftentimes isn't cooked enough for me. I don't like it. Um, I mean, if Amberlynn wants to eat takeout, get takeout, and if she wants roast beef, get the roast beef. Um, that French dip though, oh yeah, the horsey sauce. Man, Aaron, the horsey sauce with their curly fries, damn good. I love their curly fries. So freaking good. A pineapple upside down cake, sweet. That sounds yummy too. I should have grabbed the dessert when I was at the store yesterday, getting those few ingredients. But oh, her winged eyeliner is on point today. Damn. Look at that little wing point. So this is 1,000 calorie first meal. But if she works now, so Amberlynn is able to eat more calories and still lose weight because she is in a bigger body. So if she's aiming for that 2,600 in calories, then this 1,000 calorie meal for her is fine. I mean, for me or like you watching this video, maybe this is like 2/3 of my calories for the day. So I would not eat this unless I absolutely planned my entire day around this meal. But for Amberlynn, 1,000 calories for one meal, she still has like 1,600 calories that she can play with for the day. You're making carrot cake. I made carrot cake for my ex-girlfriend for her birthday. Um, and it was quite tasty. First time I ever made carrot cake. I learned how to make one for her. And I made the icing. There was no Arby's in the UK. You doubt they have anything? Yeah, you're a vegetarian, right? They do have jalapeno poppers and cheese sticks and potato cakes. So you could eat a bunch of their different fried sides, Mars. I thought they used to have like a no, I thought maybe they had a no. Yes, I made cream cheese icing. Carrot cake is not my fave, but it was my girlfriend's favorite, so I made it for her.
Without a doubt. By the way, I did get a Diet Coke, but they did not give me a straw. That's okay. So I'm gonna,
It's
without
all
a doubt.
right.
By the way, I did get a Diet Coke, but
Pop that lid open and just chug it. So Amberlynn's first meal is Arby's takeout.
They did not give me a straw. That's okay. So I'm gonna have to drink it like this.
Doesn't she have straws at the house?
In the past, yes, I would have gotten a Diet Coke, but I also would have gotten either a milkshake or some type of dessert. This time, I did not. So when it comes to calories and quantity, I completely cut it in half compared to how I would eat it on a day I was off track. All right.
You know, for Amberlynn, getting one French dip and order of fries instead of two is a better choice to make, and it's half the calories. Um, yeah, the Diet Coke is huge. Uh, if that's what she wants to eat, if this is like, just a one meal during the week, it's not the end of the world, and it fits into her calorie range. I mean,
You guys, it's time for the next meal. I'm gonna be making some chicken sausages with some veggies. So first things first, I am going to cut everything. So I'm just gonna cut it.
so this, I don't know what kind of chicken sausages she usually gets. I can't recall. But they're usually 110 to 120 on the calories for those. I'm just going to guess on these because I have chicken sausages in my fridge that are very similarly packaged. So I am going to just, these look like they might be, at what point in her life was she like, this is one meal, I need two? Well, whenever she was 572 pounds, Lizzie R. Ross Diet Coke. You guys crack me up. I'm gonna use chicken apple sausage. Um, two, it's 320 calories for that.
In slices here. So I'm also going to have some Brussels sprouts, but I'm just gonna take some and
Did you say Bristol sprouts?
so I'm also going to have some Brussels sprouts.
She said Brussels kind of weird, but we all say words weird whenever we're speaking quickly. Yeah, chicken sausage. I just made my chicken sausage and lentil soup yesterday in the crock pot. I've been drinking a lot of the blackberry Dr. Pepper Zero, Aaron. It's pretty damn good. I still have my can here from last night because I'm lazy and didn't take it downstairs. I know Amberlynn with a knife makes me nervous.
But I'm just gonna take some and cut off the edges and cut them a little smaller. So I'm just taking off the ends like this type of piece. And just make them a little smaller like that. I'm also gonna be cutting up some broccoli and cauliflower. So just cutting off the stem because I don't like the texture. I like the taste. It's the texture I don't like. And then I'm also going
I hate watching her cut broccoli. I don't know why, it makes me irrationally angry.
to slice some mini peppers. Last but not least, some scallion, which some people call green onion. I cut the tips of both like that. I'm gonna keep them pretty big because I'm just gonna be cooking them with the rest of the veggies. I'm actually gonna have one more. All right, so I'm gonna spray some Pam. I'm just gonna add everything at once besides the green onion.
All right, so we got some
garlic salt, black pepper.
So this isn't bad. So at least her other meal that she's having.
So I'm just gonna let this cook a bit. So I'll see you guys in about 5 minutes. Okay, guys, so now I'm gonna add some corn and my green onion.
Okay,
now I'm gonna let this all cook down and I'll see you guys when I'm done. All right, guys, so it is complete. I also have some cottage cheese and a little bit of mustard on the side. That's so good.
We got the fucking cottage cheese and mustard back. Okay, we have 2 peppers. Yeah, she cut off a lot of the top of those green onions. Um, I don't know. Those are, I mean, that's the kind of the chive portion, right? Um, but what do we have? Green? Oh, broccoli. Broccoli. We'll say there's a cup. I don't think there was a full cup, but cauliflower, we'll say there's a cup. What brand of water is that? I don't know, Lizzie R. Does it really matter? Yeah, the broccoli stems are really good. There's good fiber in all of those. Um, the meat is cooked, Chris. The meat isn't raw. Those chicken sausages. She may have rinsed the veggies. We didn't see everything she did. I mean, she may have rinsed them. Hey, Nicole, happy Easter. Oh, corn. We have corn. There's about a cup of, we'll say there's a cup of corn. Um, and then we have some cottage cheese. I don't know. We'll say there's 1 serving. We'll say she's eating low fat 2%. I don't think she is. Um, I don't think she's looks like there might be about 80 grams there. Watching her cook is triggering. Why is it triggering for you? All right, so looking at, as long as the water has the right pH so she doesn't get heartburn. So what I have here for the lunch, so 2 of the chicken sausages are 160, or 320 rather. I did about a cup of Brussels sprouts, 2 of the peppers. I put in a cup of broccoli and a cup of cauliflower. It might be a little bit less. We'll we'll say 0.75 because I don't think she didn't have a lot. She didn't have a lot there of those. No, she doesn't have a table. Cottage cheese, about 80 grams, we'll say. I don't know how much mustard she has. It'll be negligible. So I have here approximately 700 calories is my best guess based on what I can see there. But it is mostly vegetables and it's chicken sausage. So, um, ooh, that sounds delicious, Mars. Um, so, well, Lizzie R, there's many reasons to judge Amberlynn for her food, but I don't think the water brand is really one of those. But that's not a Dasani bottle. It looks like maybe the Kroger brand or the Walmart brand. Looks like maybe the Great Value bottle. So I'm this is my best guess for her lunch here. But she's back doing that fucking cottage cheese and mustard, I swear to God.
I love a bunch of veggies just cooked together. I'm also drinking water, which this is my second water for the day. So right now I'm eating
Yeah,
chicken
it's Great
sausage,
Value.
veggies, and cottage cheese. What would I have if I wasn't on track? I already know. Cheesecake Factory. So what I would get from there
So if she wasn't on track, she would have Cheesecake Factory. Cheesecake Factory near me closed because the mall closed down. It's being torn down.
would be their artichoke crab dip, which comes with like these little hard bread things that you like dip in the crab dip. And then I would
Pita chips, perhaps?
also get the fried macaroni and cheese. And then for my actual meal, I would get the fried
So fried, oh yeah, fried macaroni and cheese, spinach crab dip for the appetizer.
Korean chicken, which comes with rice, a little bit of veggies. It's really good. And I know for sure for dessert, I would get Ben and Jerry. If you don't know what Ben and Jerry is, which I'm sure everyone does,
Ice
it
cream.
is like a pint of ice cream. Do keep in mind, I would order all of these things, but I wouldn't eat every single last bit of it, even when I was off track. I'm the type of person who likes to have
Yeah, when you hear the word corn, you're like, wait a minute. Is it actual corn? So yeah, that's a lot.
Stuff of a lot of different things. I am very wasteful with food, and I know that's like a very, very, very bad habit and a habit that I feel guilty about. So I would have half of the fried macaroni and cheese. I would have half of the
And she doesn't take it with her to have later, it seems, which is, I mean, take the leftovers with you and eat them for a second meal. Whenever I would have Cheesecake Factory, the deal that the meal that I would get, it was like farfalle with like chicken or something. It was so fucking good. I got 3 meals out of that fucker. Like I would have like a third of it, take it home, and have enough for 2 more meals out of it.
crab dip. I would have half of my actual meal, but I would eat the full Ben and Jerry for sure. Choosing this and cooking this at home, which is literally just a ton of veggies and some
Much
protein,
better choice.
genuinely is such a drastic change. So I'm gonna finish this. There's actually
For some reason, there's a lot of calories in there. I don't know where it's coming from. The chicken sausage, I mean, it has 52 grams of protein. The carbs are coming from the vegetables, which, is fine. 24 grams, 50 grams of protein. She's getting protein from the cottage cheese and from the chicken sausage. The corn. The corn, it looked about a cup she put in there. Um, so the corn had a lot of calories, and then just the chicken sausages themselves.
a vlog clip I want to film because I want to talk about something. So I'm gonna go do that. All right, it is time for my next meal. If I was off track right now, I'd be having like a ramen, some chips. I always need something sweet when I'm off track after I eat anything salty. And one candy bar isn't enough for me during those moments. So I'd probably have like a Heath bar and a Snickers. But since I'm on track, I'm having a Diet Coke and an Amy's Pesto TV dinner.
All right, we got the Amy's pesto. Amy's. The pesto tortellini is 530.
So it's just one of these. It's the pesto tortellinis. These are so freaking good. This
Amy's
is one of
meals
my
are pretty
favorite Amy's
good.
TV dinners, so highly, highly recommend. All right, you guys, so I'm about to have a snack. So keep in mind that I do eat similar things, whether I'm off track or on track, but it's about the quantity. So when I'm off track, I order a lot of takeout. When I'm on track, I order less. When I'm off track, I eat a lot of sweets. And when I'm on track, I eat less. I have a massive sweet tooth. I learned an outpatient.
1 second. It seems my wife did not get the notification. We'll give her a second to pop in here. Prawn. Yeah, prawn. We did that a lot too. Let's see.
And through
Let's back up here. So she's saying that she's still eating the same things that she ate when she got to this size, but she's just cutting that amount in half, which may work for her. Instead of eating 5,000 calories, she's only eating 2,500, which for her size um would be okay. But as she starts to lose weight, her caloric needs are going to lessen. So she'll need to lessen her caloric intake. And then also maybe start moving more because she has the time to. Plus, walking Twinkie, it's going to get warmer out soon. She can take Twinkie on longer walks, maybe go on walks with her mom outside instead of just walking around the casino.
I order a lot of takeout. When I'm on track, I order less. When I'm off track, I eat a lot of sweets. And when I'm on track, I eat less. I have a massive sweet tooth. I learned an outpatient and through multiple dietitians I've had in my life, I need to allow myself.
you've also learned some really bad things from some dietitians. But yeah, if you don't allow yourself to have something, if you're like craving it or wanting it, then you're going to binge on it later. So it's about the moderation. Like instead of having a king size almond joy, she could have a regular size almond. Do they even make regular size candy bars anymore? I don't know. I don't pay that much attention when I go to the stores. Um, I mean, or she could only have half, maybe half of the almond joy, but it's probably going to be when I was off track or bigger, I would eat two king size almond joys instead of just one.
To still eat these things, because if I don't, I'm never going to succeed, because by telling myself no, I can't have that, it makes me want it more. And when
Right. When you restrict, 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 you're going to end up going the complete opposite from that. So unless you just, because when you're when you get to Amberlynn size, willpower isn't your strong point, right? Willpower isn't going to be your superpower. So to expect somebody at Amberlynn's size to suddenly have that willpower to not have any of these things and to not crave it, then that's unrealistic, right? But I will say that whenever you do start eating, like cooking more things at home, eating healthier food and cooking more at home, whenever you eat something from like a takeout place or a restaurant that's like, I don't know, full of like oil and grease and things, it might start to make you not feel great. So you'll start avoiding the foods that make you feel bad and feel poopy and eating the foods that make you feel better. So then you'll naturally kind of gravitate towards those things. Maybe have the others as a treat every once in a while. But I think she'll find that if she's eating like healthier foods that are more nutritious, more protein, more fiber, um, then then um, then you'll feel better than when you eat the other foods. Could she do a mini almond joy? Probably not, Lizzie R. I don't think a mini almond joy would satisfy her desire for an almond joy. Let's see, but we do have for a snack, we're gonna pop in this almond joy. Let's see, do we have miniature, snack size, a regular candy bar? Uh, do we not have a king size? Oh, good grief. Why are you not giving me the option for a king size almond joy? I do not want to have to enter this information in myself. We have a regular candy bar. It's 110. Let me see. Almond Joy Nutrition. King size. She could at least pick a good candy bar. Like a Reese's. Yeah, that's true, Aaron. Where's the nutrition info for an Almond Joy? Hello, wife. So glad you could join us. Ugh, Almond Joy. Almond Joy's got nuts. Mounds don't. Ugh, I don't I don't like the coconut. Oh, one piece. How many pieces are in a king size? Four? Okay. So a king size almond joy is going to have 440 calories. Now, I guess as far as candy bars go, an almond joy isn't that awful, I guess. I would go for a Reese's personally, or like a whatchamacallit maybe. I just fucking love peanut butter. Nicole says she's seems to be making fairly good lifestyle changes. Yeah, she's making small changes that she's slowly making more and more changes that will add up over time and they're sustainable, right? She's not going to, tomorrow start having salads every meal. You know, it's uh it's just not realistic to expect that from Amberlynn, right?
when I want it more and I keep depriving, that is when I'll have 3 of these at once instead of just
Happy Easter, wifey.
one. So it's just a little almond joy.
Oh wait,
If
what
you
was
guys have
that?
never had one, have 3
Did
of
she
these.
say
No, I can't
just
have that. It makes me
did she say just a little almond joy? It's a fucking king size.
want it more. And when I want it more and I keep depriving, that is when I'll have 3 of these at once instead of just one. So it's just a little almond joy. If you guys have never had one, it
Don't like it. Don't like them.
is coconut with almonds on the inside and chocolate on the
Because the almond joy's got nuts.
outside.
Lint Easter bunny later. Oh, yummy. See, I wait until the Easter stuff goes on sale the day after Easter or the day of Easter, then I'll buy them. Go get me a Reese's peanut butter bunny. I do need spinach. I might go to the store to get spinach. Ugh.
So what I would be eating now instead of this would probably be like a massive bowl of Fruity Pebbles. All right, you guys.
Which isn't that awful. Okay, so I'm assuming she had the entire almond joy. All right, that's my assumption. So she didn't say otherwise.
So I am done eating, but I want to do something I've never done before. As you guys saw, I mentioned
Ooh.
everything that I ate today versus everything that I would eat on a day where I'm off track. Here is everything that I ate today, and now I'm going to pop up over
Okay, we have a French dip and fries, chicken sausage, cottage cheese veggies, Amy's pesto, and an almond joy. So this is her on track day, which I am showing at 2,728 calories. Okay, again, you're seeing my info here, so ignore the targets. But this is what I calculated based on what I could see. Um, teenage water basket? Oh, Easter basket. So this is my guess of 2,700 calories. So she said she's aiming for between 2,600 and 3,400, like 2,640 and 3,400 or something like that was what Noom gave her as a range. So this is what I came up with. Plus, looking down here, her fiber is actually really good. 35 grams of fiber. A lot of that's coming from those veggies that were up here in this lunch that she had. Um, moving my mouse over these always pops up all these things, but it gives good info on where you get the nutrition from. Sodium, though, look at that sodium. So if she steps on the scale tomorrow and the scale is not moving down for her because she is weighing every single day for the Noom app and plugging each day into the Noom app, she's probably not going to see a loss on the scale because with this much sodium, like over 6,000 milligrams of sodium, she's going to be retaining a shit ton of fucking water probably because of her other health and like medical conditions. So I don't know what she's looking at whenever she's tracking these things. If she's only looking at like at at at, at the calories or looking at all the macros because I don't think Noom is teaching those things, which is again why I want her to get a dietitian and they will slowly teach her. By the way, the actual Reese's is spelt with an S, not a C. But yes, Reese's has a bunny. They have a peanut butter bunny. They also have those peanut butter eggs. They're so freaking good. Um, so which is why I mentioned on Saturday or Friday, I think that I would like to see her have other metrics to track her progress instead of just using the scale. Because if she eats like this every day, which I don't think she does, but um It's a lot of sodium. It's a lot of sodium. Um, and she's going to be retaining quite a bit of water each day, given her lipedema and lymphedema. The lens. I kind of want Niv's giant rocher that she bought for her boyfriend.
over here everything that I ate on a day where I am off track. So the reason
So we would have French dip, fries, fries. So this would be eating out twice. So ramen, you can make ramen healthier by throwing in a protein because it's just noodles, right? It's just noodles, but it's the seasoning packet that you get with it with like the maruchan and the top ramen that's full of sodium, which is why I like um oh fuck, why did I forget the name of it? Oh Jesus. Why am I I totally forgot the brand of the ramen that I buy at Target. Why am I not remembering the name of my ramen noodles that I like? I have them downstairs in the cabinet. I just haven't Momofuku. The Momofuku noodles. Um I will have some frozen veggies while the noodles are takes the noodles like 3 minutes to boil. So I'll fry up some veggies and like use some canned chicken if I don't have fresh chicken and throw that in with the noodles and the little sauce packet. Delicious. And I'm getting more fiber with the veggies and everything else. Um, but um skip it. Never had one of those. But looking at her other like her off track day here, we have the ramens with chips, a Heath candy bar, and a Snickers, probably both king size. A bowl of Fruity Pebbles, and then chips, salami, and an ice cream bar. Crab dip, um, fried mac and cheese, fried Korean chicken, rice, Ben and Jerry's. Yeah, this is, what are you hooked on, Aaron? So she can draw Squidward. I mean, this is, we're probably looking, I mean, just that first meal alone, the two French dips and the two fries and the cookies, that's 2,500 calories right there at least. Throwing the cookies in there, you know, right there is the average person's entire daily intake, but that's a lot of food. And then throwing in that cheesecake factory lunch, it's that's another probably, I mean, she only ate half, right? Um it's that's another 2,000 calories probably right there. And then the ramen that he has candy bars, that's going to be 1,000 calories. So we're looking, it's like this kind of a day being off track would be 7,000 calories, and that's how you get to 572 pounds. Um, I mean, this is a lot of fucking food, a lot of food during the day. Um, but again, I don't really care for her using the terms off track and on track because that can get into her head. But she could just say, before, this is what I ate to get to this size. So, I mean, that is insane. What she ate today, much better considering, comparing before and after, much better. This entire day is around the same calories as that one Arby's meal she would have had before. You don't get the Reese's bunnies? Oh, well, that makes me sad. You are being very deprived there in old Oz. Hey, we have some tornadoes coming through. Let me chuck some Reese's peanut butter bunnies into the tornado and maybe they'll get to you in Oz. I'm so funny. All right, let's see what else she has to say.
Why I chose to do this is because in my last Let's Talk, where I am off track. So the reason why I chose to do this is because in my last Let's Talk, someone said, show us what you really eat. And I've been hearing this my whole YouTube career. Amberlynn, you're fat for a reason. Why are you only doing these what I ate today videos when you're eating like a normal person? I just want to say I have in the past done off track videos, but they
She has, but yeah, we are only seeing one day out of her week. And I think having her film her day, having this be a what I ate today video helps her be more accountable. So if she were to record a couple of days, 2 or 3 days of what I ate today videos, she would be she would be holding it's a way to be more accountable, right? Because she doesn't want the backlash from being like, oh, I ate 8,000 calories worth of food today. So I think doing the what I ate today video and filming it and showing people kind of makes her think more about the choices of food she's making, if that makes sense, because she doesn't want the judgment. Is that good or bad? You know, having accountability, I think, really helps. Like, I don't have to, but I share each day my widgets here from Chronometer. I send these to my dietitian every day, either at the end of the day or the next morning. And she gets my widgets, which are these things here. She'll get this, and then a couple of things about from like here. But she doesn't see exactly what I eat. But sometimes during our meetings, we'll kind of go through what I had each day because she's like, okay, let's see. This day had a lot of fat and carbs, and your protein was a bit lower. Let's see where these are coming from. Like, okay, the carbs are coming from vegetables. That's fine. You know, so sometimes we will look. So having that accountability, I think, really helps people make better choices. Now, could that also be seen as a form of restriction? And Amberlynn could possibly have a binge or something because she feels like she's restricting. But if it's like, okay, instead of having the entire king size almond joy, I'm going to have half of it. And then maybe I'll have the other half of the candy bar tomorrow, right, for my snack tomorrow. To just kind of be like, okay, I'm going to get that craving taken care of by only having half and then save it for later.
do not make me feel good. They make me feel horrific. I don't see the point in it. Doing on track what I ate today videos, it's like a continuous reminder through the day of like, Amberlynn, stay on track. And it feels good. So filming off track videos feels bad. Filming on track videos feels good. So I'm not eating anything else for the rest of the night, but I also would have ate chips, salami,
Would have eaten.
probably an ice cream bar. So that's why that is added on the off track day. Is every single day like that on the off track day? No, but there are a large quantity of days that do look like that. I want to be as transparent as possible. So I thought doing something like this would show transparency. Not only that, but it shows like really big improvement. I know people see me eat Arby's and they saw me eat candy today and they're probably like, girl, like how is that on track? Showing what I ate today versus what I eat off track shows like, oh wow, she actually did make a really big adjustment to her day.
It is a big change from what she would have done previously. And I think that's what's important to take away from it, right? A good day for Amberlynn of eating isn't going to look the same as a good day for other people because we're not all the same and we all haven't had the same eating habits prior, right? So for Amberlynn to go from having two French dips and fries and cookies to having one French dip and fries and no cookies is a big improvement. Maybe next time she'll only get a medium fry instead of a large fry. Um, maybe instead of having the whole almond joy, she'll have half the almond joy and just kind of make these small adjustments as she continues on.
So anyways, let's just get into food for thought.
Food for thought.
If you had to improve one thing about today's food intake, what would it be? I look at my day and I don't see anything that I wanted to improve on. I feel like I did really good, but if I had to choose, I would have had Arby's for dinner and I would have woken up and had like a normal, good, decent breakfast. Was there a moment?
So I mean, starting her day with a higher calorie meal would give her more energy to go through the day, right? So then maybe she wouldn't feel as hungry until several hours later.
Moment today that you were about to fall off track, but you stopped yourself? There were a couple where I was like, oh, I should just order again for the day. And I have those thoughts frequently, but I've gotten a lot better at saying no. And I was successful in that. I ordered my one takeout, and that was that. Do you consider today a successful day for you? No one else, just you. Why or why not? I do. And I think me talking more about, okay, so this is an on track day versus this was what I would do if it was an off track day, it made me realize that more and more. Because sometimes I can beat myself up thinking, oh my God, I had candy, or oh my God, I had Arby's. But like, girl, you need to stay in moderation lane because you'll fail if you don't. Again, I don't want to repeat myself, but there's a science behind it. It's like the more you say no, do not have something, the more you want it. But anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
All right. Where is my Streamlabs? All right. Yeah. Uh, Again, for Amberlynn, I think it wasn't that awful. She's, according to what I was able to see and calculate based on what I was able to see her eat, um, between 2,700 and 2,800 calories. Not awful, but that 6,000 milligrams of sodium is going to come back and bite her in the ass on the scale, I have a feeling. And if she continues to eat with this much sodium, she's not going to see changes in the scale, and it's just going to be because her body's retaining so much water, which again is why I would like to see her use different metrics for her progress instead of only the scale. So, um, yeah, I think this will be a shorter one today. We've only been going about an hour, so um, yeah, I hope you all have had a good Easter. I don't know if you all have already done things with your families or you're just chilling, just hanging out. But yeah, we're going to get some storms here in Missouri and they're going to be moving through. So if you are in an area getting storms right now or have gotten storms recently, I hope you're safe. Please be safe. If your sirens go off when you're outside looking for eggs, forget the eggs. Go inside, get shelter, and all that jazz. And if you do see a tornado, throw a Reese's chocolate peanut butter bunny into it, and maybe Nicole will get it. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I hope you all are having a good day. I'm gonna go get some food because I'm very hungry. Because again, I haven't eaten it today. But happy Easter! Happy Easter! I'm gonna take these bunnies off. So yeah, just have a wonderful day. Thank you for spending a little bit of your day with me. I greatly appreciate it. I know it is a holiday, and I appreciate you spending a little bit of your time with me. So I hope you have an amazing rest of the day. And until next time, be safe and take care.